Okay, 3, 2, 1, we are live. Over to you, Vijay.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Vijay Subramanian. Welcome to the webinar 4 of the Changemaker Summer Camp webinar series. In the first webinar of the day, you got to know about the importance of making and tinkering skills. In the second webinar of the day, we will learn about the importance of creative thinking skill. This skill will give you an edge in the hyper-competitive world today because it is the creative thinking that you have which helps you to be out of the crowd or creates different in you. So we will also learn about the body mind programming technique to improve your effectiveness as an individual. The session will be led by Dr. Rajkumar Dham. Dr. Rajkumar Dham is a life coach, trainer, and project director at People's Trust. He has developed a new paradigm for self-development and finding creative solutions to problems called body-mind programming, accessing the inner computer, jointly with Professor Dr. Krishnaswamy of IISc Bangalore. Dr. Dham is an author of the book, Create Your Own Future Through Body-Mind Programming. He's also a mentor of change associated with Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India. In today's webinar, Dr. Dham will introduce us to creativity and innovation processes through examples and case studies. In addition, he will show us how we can change our habits and attitudes to get rid of obstacles in our goals and learn to program and reprogram our body and mind to get what we want in life. So if you have any questions during the session, please put them in the Zoom chat box or Zoom chat window or YouTube chat window. We'll take your questions at the end of the webinar. Before we start the session, I request the participants to mark their attendance in this Google form, whose link will be shared in the Zoom and YouTube chat window. The form will be open only during the session, and those who attend the session will receive a participation certificate at the end of the summer camp. Now let me invite Dr. Rajkumar Dham to start the webinar.
Thank you, Vijay. I want everybody, you learn that science is a fun. Creativity is a bigger fun. When you find out something new and you solve a problem, you are at the height. You are very happy. Your face will be smiling. So give me a big smile. Everybody should smile. And throughout this session, smile should be there. When you are happy, you smile. We say when you smile, happiness will be induced. The neuroscientists say that the dopamine and on other, they'll be produced the moment you bring a smile. So make a habit, smiling. Smiling is spiritual. Smiling can transform your life. You can change your life if you develop a habit of smiling. How do we develop a habit? If you keep on doing, it becomes a habit. Is that so? Yes or no? Put on the chat. Habits are just formed. Whatever you keep on doing regularly, it is getting recorded in your neural network, in your supercomputer in the brain. And then it becomes a part of the autonomous nervous system. Habit is a part of the autonomous nervous, like breathing is the autonomous nervous system. Without any effort, you are breathing. Now also you are breathing in and breathing out is going on. So like that, you are smiling the day it becomes your habit. Then you will be always happy. Then there is a feedback system. Every day in the night before you go to sleep, just evaluate yourself. How was your smiling? 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. And as it keeps on increasing, your transformation takes. I tried this in a hospital with the cancer patient. You know, the moment the cancer is detected and the patient is told, what happened then? They start thinking, gone case. And when treatment is going on, chemotherapy and nothing, their hairs are going. then they are more worried into that. When they are worried about that, then sleep will not come. Students know that when examination comes, so we are under stress. You start thinking, the paper will be out of the survey is going to be very, tough. We ourselves are talking. And then the moment you see the thing, I was thinking, it will be tough. Why don't you say that it'll be easy, I'll be doing? Because you will learn that when you think, you are giving the command to your supercomputer, your marvelous mechanism. How many people are having a computer or a laptop or a notebook? Yes, but yes. So from today onwards, everyone will be having a computer. We will see. When I say it's a supercomputer, people say, no, it is much more than super. Then they say super. Or some people say, don't compare with computer because it is something different altogether. It is intelligent. It is creative. You are all working on the artificial intelligence. From where the artificial intelligence come? With the real intelligence. The people who have developed the program, they have put their intelligence into artificial intelligence and you are making use of that. You say that the machine learning is there. That has come because we are learning every moment we are learning. And I say the moment learning stops, we are dead. So be open to learning. See, you'll be surprised. When I completed my engineering in 1969, I had not heard the word computer because computers were not there in India. When I came to Indian Institute of Science for post-graduation, first time we heard the word and they start typing. And then what they were telling, as you have a brain, the computer has a CPU. As the computer is having the input devices, what are the input devices through which we are giving input? Anyone? Just put on the chat. How do we input to our computer? Yeah, very nice. Sense organs. Whatever we are seeing, whatever we are hearing, whatever we are tasting, whatever we are doing, and whatever we do, and what is the outcome of that? That is all getting recorded in our neural network with feeling. So the day you were conceived in your mother womb, all inputs started going and getting recorded. So there's a perfect record, whether you remember or not. The neuroscientists say, yes, there is a perfect record of everything you have inputted to that one. And then we will see all these inputs frequently, repeatedly, what you are giving input, it will become a program. And then program will control. Because if you, in the computer, what you give input, then the program you run, you can output. If you change the program, outcome will change. Similarly, whatever you are doing input to your computer, if you learn to change the program, outcome will change. Creative solutions will come. You can find out the solution to your problem, whatever you are facing. It is intelligent. We are going to see how much it is intelligent. What is the capacity of this computer and how it is automatically writing the programs. The way you are behaving, the way you have the attitude, the way your mindset is there, the way you perceive the things, the way you react to things, it is nothing but the result of programs you have created through your inputs, as people said, through the senses. Whatever you have learned, whatever you have done and what was the result of that outcome, that all is getting recorded. So everyone is having a super computer. So give me a smile, because I am telling you that everyone is having a supercomputer, not ordinary laptop, not ordinary tablet, and learn to program it. That's what I'll be covering into that. And programming is very easy. So I'll tell you one incident. My grandson, when he was in 6th standard, he was doing robotics. So he had a kit. So I saw him doing the thing that there are 3 cubes, different color, yellow, red, blue. Then he is putting the program so that the robot should move. He selects, I want to pick up blue. Then through the motor all program, the robot will move there, pick up that blue and keep it there. I told him, when you were 2 to 3 years, then if we tell them that there are these 3 colors and you pick up and pick, you are doing easily. You will just pick up and put. And now you have to write so much program. How many robots are there in your system? He thought. He called me Dadu. No? He said, Dadu, yes, there must be many one. No? Sensors are finding out which is blue, which is there. And then it is a command like you give to the motor, it is moving, goes to that, picks up into that. We are not aware of that because it is all automatic. Only we know when somebody gets paralyzed. No? He is not able to move his left side or the right side, or he is not able to talk. There is nothing wrong in the organ, nothing in the hand, nothing in the talking. What is missing? Tell me. Anybody? What is not coming? Now, brain, yes, but brain, what is doing now? Command, signal. Then normally we know they will say, clot is there. Due to the clot there, the brain is not able to give the command. And the moment you remove the clot, everything is fine. Isn't it so? We are underestimating, we are not aware because everything is happening automatically. Just happening it. So we can consciously do it. So we operate, they were telling about senses, the major 2 things are there, by our thoughts and by our emotions. These are the 2 major things which we are inputting. Now, based on if you know that, and in between there's no logic. Whatever command you give, your computer is automatic, it will execute it. You have the reasoning whether I talk this or not. The moment you have talked, the command goes to your brain, your supercomputer, and it says, Mahesh wants this, Mrinal wants this, Madhu wants this. Then what will they? He's a nice servant. You have given a command. Like if you are driving a car is beautiful, but the moment you give some command, it will move that way. So similarly, you are giving a command. So what you have to do, you have to be very careful about what you say, what you think. Isn't so? But many times unconsciously, we keep on saying what we don't want. We want that I must do my examination nicely. But if you start saying that is going to be difficult, and then what will happen? Everything, what you know also you will forget. Because you have given the commands like that. Is a Machine is a servant to you. You know the computer, whichever way you program, you go. Similarly, supercomputer is there consciously or unconsciously, whatever you think and emotion. When thought and emotion combine, manifestation takes place. If you say, I am happy, and no smile is coming on the face, that means you are artificially saying. When you say, I am happy, bring a smile. Then it will understand, yes, Madhu wants to be happy. And then scientists have found out the moment you say this, the brain produces what? Tell me, what hormones it produces? You might have heard about many one which induce dopamine. Very nice. All of you are very intelligent because creativity is your essence. When I say creativity is your essence, means every one of you are creative. That means creativity can be learned. Creativity can be taught. And I have found children are most creative. Because they are born with that one. A clean state, all purity is there. They don't differentiate whether it's a maid or something. The child takes some. As long as anybody is giving love, he is very happy. Later on, we start learning. We keep on giving commands. Hey, Baba, this is your maid servant only. This is your auntie. This is your mother. This is their like. And then we say, don't do this. Don't do this. So I say sometimes the child is born with a super consciousness, super mind, purity. He's like a God. Isn't so? But then we keep on. So bringing, the parents have to be very careful. They sometimes say, hey, don't do this. Don't go out. There is something there. You don't touch this. That child, you are restricting him. He will develop fears. Curiosity will go. So we have to be very careful in operating our system, which is incredible. There's a nice book by National Geography. The title of the book is Incredible Machine. And it is incredible. See, the moment you eat something, after 4 or 5 hours, it becomes part of your life. The nutrients are taken automatically. It is distributed to each cell. How many cells we are having? Any guess in our body how many cells we are having? Give me some rough estimate. Nothing is right or wrong, whatever you feel. Many, countless, infinite, 3,000, 1 trillion. Oh, good. So, we are colony of cells. We are colony of cells. Cells are like a brick. In a house, you build up the bricks, house. So your strength of the house will depend on the bricks and other material what you have used. So similarly, trillions of cells are there. Some people call 50 trillion, some people say 75, some people say 100, but it is in that range only. And each cell is intelligent. Intelligent means what? What did you understand when we say intelligent? Tell me, what is the definition of intelligence? Share. Clever, smart, understanding, brave. Are great. Intelligent means also you can communicate. Is it so? Anything intelligent you can communicate. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes. So that means, and each cell is a giant within self, is a giant. You know, when I went to Indian Institute of Science, they have an atomic, very powerful microscope. So I went to that department. I told them, sir, I want to see a single cell. So he said, good. They showed me. And then they told me, see, this is the brain of the cell. This is the digestive system of the cell. This is the reproductive thing. So that means cell is complete. You are not alone. You are colony. Colony of trillions of cells. So if you can learn to communicate with your cells and maintain the cells healthy, you will be happy, healthy, successful, isn't it? Am I right? See, the cells have got, your journey. When I say, what is your journey? Immediately people say their date of birth. They remember their date of birth, this. I was born. I said, before that, where you were there? Mother womb. How many months you were there? About 9 months. When your journey started? Before you were conceived, remember, you were nothing. You were not there. Two energies combined, your mother's egg and the father's sperm combined and one cell was formed. Now imagine that cell was having so much intelligence, know-how, information that within 3 weeks, your wonderful heart was formed. Mothers know that when they hear the throb of the heart, mothers are very happy. What formed the heart? Heart is very complex. It has having so much many parts. It got manufactured within only. So your cell is very intelligent. And as a mechanical engineer, we don't understand, when one cell is dividing, it is not becoming half. It is complete. And in our Vedas, they have written that if you do Purnam, Purnam Madachyate. See, this is something is Purnam, is complete. You take out something, this is also complete, and what is remaining is also complete. That is the wonder which you are all having. And you know that Dali story. How many people know the Dali story? Anyone can share? Yes. Unmute and tell me what is the Dali story.
If anyone knows, they can raise their hands. Maybe.
Who will tell me? And who knows completely? The Dali is very interesting thing. Yeah,
Kalesh, you
first
can
don't
unmute.
want, but I want to tell you, from a sheep, they took something and they developed in the lab that became Dolly, the complete sheep. So the mother from whom they have taken, she is complete. The Dolly is also complete. This is a miracle, isn't so? People say about the miracle, your life is a miracle. Einstein has written, if you think everything is miracle, otherwise nothing is miracle. The moment you eat something and the process is going on, that's a miracle. A miracle is there that one cell was formed from nothing. Two energy combined. And then cell was formed. After 220 days, your wonderful brain was also formed. All the area. After 9 months, you come. Complete supercomputer. Got now? So let's see about the creativity. So we'll be discussing about the creativity, where the thoughts come, from where the creative thoughts come, what is the process in which you know that so many creative things have been developed and you also have been doing. Yes, Kavya, you want to say, unmute, help him to unmute. Who will say? Aditya will say, or Kavya, they have raised the hands. Vijay, you can help them if they want to speak.
Yeah, Kavya, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, Kavya.
I know the Dory story.
Eh? From where the creative thoughts come?
Sorry, from our brain.
Okay. In the brain where the thoughts come, brain is a chemistry, no? You see?
I don't know.
So we will see. Now, we go to the... Yeah. I am telling that creative is your inner essence. Every one of you are creative. It is a part of that. Now, when we develop BMP, myself and Professor Krishna Swami, we studied that every information right the day it is stored there. So when you start thinking about some problem, then there's a neuro association. Each information is associated. So those information connected with the problem, they become alive. They become alive, prominent, and then churning is there. Synthesis take place because your supercomputer is very, very intelligent. Then suddenly the aha movement come. The eureka movement come. You get that one. So if you know the problem, well, if you are working into that, keep on working. Many times we don't get the solution. But if you study the scientists, whether it was a benzene formula sometime, when they were not doing, suddenly in a dream they see, oh, this is the way. Archimedes, it is there in the pool, in the swimming pool. Is enjoying idea comes into that. So you have to learn. That's why it is a fun. You work into that. We'll see the 7 steps through what we work into that one. So all the information is stored there. Whatever the day you were conceived, whatever you have learned, whatever things are there, it is all stored. When you get a problem, you start working into that, some synthesis takes place. Some churning takes place automatically about that problem, and suddenly, not only within knowledge, now many universities are working, especially the parapsychology department. We have a field, we can read the minds of other people also. That means we can have a networking. You can get networking, then you will come. There is a law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can be utilized in different form. We say that there's a law of conservation of knowledge too also. Knowledge cannot be created or destroyed. It can be used in different forms. Do you agree with my statement? Tell me. If you agree, put yes. And we'll be bold. If your logic is not agreeing, say no. Put on your chat box. Anyone? Yes? Saket? Lahar? Kavya? Shri? Who is going to say it? I put on the chat box.
Yes, sir. Everyone
I
has
agree
like
there's a law of
tapping yes.
conservation of knowledge. I'm not able to see the chat box.
Yes, sir. Everyone are tapping yes here.
Okay, good. Then it is easy, no? So then you know that law of conservation, that means energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can be utilized. Similarly, the law of conservation, now you are agree, all knowledge is there. All the solution of your problems are there. Then when you are working into that one, then you will be able to see which way you can use that knowledge. Like for the steam engine, he just observed in a kitchen that due to steam, the lid is going up. That knowledge he saw, it is there. Then he imagined this is the way it can be utilized. And what was created? Tell me. Put in that. Tell me what was created. Who was the scientist? Durga, Manas, Lahar, anyone? Tell
Yeah,
me. Put in
Kavya,
the,
you can unmute and speak.
tell me quickly. You all know. It gave a birth to the steam engine. Am I right? Now you see, I'm going to cover about what Einstein said, that imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Knowledge, he saw that steam is having a power and the lid is lifting up. Then he started imagining how he can use. So we are going to do some exercises in imagination. And children are they have got that power of imagination. That means with the closed eyes, you can see. The things are not present in your senses, but you can smell, you can hear. We are going to do some experiments into that one. Are you ready? Can we do the experiment with imagination? Okay. So you just listen, it's a guided one. Close your eyes. Relax. Wherever you are sitting, relax. Sit comfortably. Breathing is normal. When you relax, you imagine that you are standing in front of your own house. See your house, the elevation, the trees there, the color, the gate through which you can enter, whether it is your house or whether it is the apartment. See the big apartment there. Then now you imagine you are standing in front of your main door, entrance door. And as you think, automatically the door opens. As you enter your first room, see all the four walls. What is there? Any pictures? Any fittings? The color? All the four walls. Look at the ceiling. What is the color? Whether any fan is there, any other thing is there. Look at the floor. Look at the furniture arranged. Now, we go to the other exercise. Keep your eyes closed. Now, just imagine that you are in front of your school, wherever you are studying. See the entrance gate of the school. the chowkidar, the security man. How is the gate? How you are entering into the gate, entering into your school. See the building. You are meeting your friends. See the friends who are there, what you are talking to them. Now you are going to your own classroom. You have entered into your classroom and see your classroom. The wall, the ceiling, the furniture, the board, your teacher. Now you are going and sitting on your bench. See who is sitting with you. Now imagine the teacher is teaching you something. You are listening to that. You are enjoying that one. That period is over. There's a bell. Every school has a bell when the period ends. Listen to the sound of the bell. Just slowly open up your eyes and share how was your experience. Whether you were able to see clearly with your closed eyes. Who were able to see? Could say yes.
Yes, so there is full of yes in the chat box.
Good, good, very nice. Children are very, very imaginative. Sometimes our education system is there which stops us from imagination. And that is the end of our life. That is the end of our education system. We have to change it. That's why Einstein said, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Because with logic, you can go from A to B or B to C. But with imagination, no limit. From A, you can go anywhere. We are going to have your lab, tinkering lab. You are going to create your own tinkering lab. In that tinkering lab, have an imagination. Have the equipment of your choice. When I have done for school, sometimes they say, sir, my 3D machine, just when I think it works. Otherwise, in that one machine, we have to put all data, drawing, so many, then only it is able to do. But in my lab, in my tinkering lab, the moment I think something, my 3D machine is there. And some people say, when I say, where is your lab? Some people say it is the school. Some people say it's the house. Some people have told me, sir, it is on the moon. It is on the Mars. It is on the mountain. It is your imagination. And in that you can select your guide also, your mentor, whomsoever you want. So your guide is there, virtual guide is there. These days students are learning about the virtual reality, augmented reality. That we are doing with the machine. But your machine is marvelous, it is incredible. We know that VR has many benefits. It is being used for learning skills and so many things. Same way in our BMP, we made you can learn, you can unlearn through your imagination, because they say whatever you imagine is real. Whatever you imagine is real. It affects our body also, physiology, and thoughts also, mind also, psychology. You must children have a lot of dreams. And depending on the dream, though we know the dream is not real, but depending on the dream, if it's a happy dream, the children are smiling there. If it's frightening, Many people start weeping into that one. Their BP increases, their pulse rate increases, their heartbeat increases. Am I right? Put on a chat box if you agree. That means this is one of the most powerful tool, imagination. And there are two creations. First creation is in the mind, and second creation is physical. Even if you see this Zoom, somebody thought that I should develop this software which can be used for meetings, for conducting these type of programs. So first was in the mind. So remember, for creativity, there are two creations. First is the mental creation. You create in your mind, and then will be the physical creation. Whatever you can create in the mind, that easily you can get. You can achieve. If you want to change your habits, if you want to be happy, imagine you are already happy. You have already done that one. I was reading about the sports people, Olympic people. They have written that whenever they have broken their record, what record? They say this was broken in my mind, in my imagination. And they have written that one mental match is equal to 100 physical match. When I read, this is something amazing. That if you have one mental match, any game, whether it's a billiards, whether it's a tennis, whether it's a football, whether it's a hockey, whether it's a kho, anything. And experiments have been done in the universities, in the research lab. The two group of people, one, they were only learning through physical matches there, and other was also learning mental games. Those who learned the mental game, their performance increased. So this imagination, we can make use for learning skills, changing, transformation. So here we come. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Creativity is intelligence having fun. You are all intelligent. Only thing is you must know the problem. Today in the previous session, you have seen by doing experimenting how you can learn science. Science can be made as a fun. Similarly, creativity, it is the inner intelligence. And enjoy that. All results come when you are relaxed. You have to learn the techniques. You select the problem. You work into that. All whatever algorithm are available, do. You are not able to find out the solution. Then relax. And then you will suddenly find out that creativity is inventing new things, coming with new idea, experimenting. Today you have done a lot of experiment. We learn, growing, taking risk. Don't bother whether it will come, it will fail or do. That the moment you bring that thought, then gone ideas. If you see, the two brothers who made the aeroplane, what was the name of them? Inventors of the thing.
Right, brothers.
Yes, right, brother. Do you know their qualification? One spent 3 years in the 10th standard, other brother spent 4 years in the 10th standard. And what was their business? Cycle shop. They started dreaming, imagining, can our cycle fly? And then they did. They were not knowing any science. They were not the experts. But they thought, they got inspired, they became curious to develop that one. And then they started working. When they failed, then they consulted some people. They guided them. Then they kept on doing, making mistakes, and then having fun, enjoy. If you don't enjoy your mistakes, you will stop there. You will not go further. I am learning, there's no mistake. It's a learning experience. We learn maximum by mistakes only. Do you agree? So, welcome the mistakes, but learn from that. Right again. We don't learn much about the success. Success come and we forget. But when we get a failure, whether it's in the industry, whether it's in a institution, whether it's in the business one, whether anything, then we start thinking. And our system is intelligent. When you start thinking, you come up with that one. So, do that. Now, there are two things approach. In BMP, we say outcome thinking. What is the outcome thinking? But when the moment I say outcome thinking, what it means? Tell me. Come out quickly. The word is telling you outcome thinking.
So we think about the outcome, like
Yeah.
they told in chat.
Acha. So you need not to bother much about the process. Why? In creativity? Because your system, your supercomputer is very powerful. The moment you feed him, that is the outcome I want, then we will learn later that it has the automatic goal striving mechanism. Our brain is the automatic goal striving mechanism. The moment you feel thirsty, if you decide I want to have a cold water, you move to the fridge, open up, take out the bottle, drink. All is happening automatically. Only you had a desire that I want to quench my thirst. So in creativity, we recommend in all our BMP body mind programming, we say is the outcome thinking. What is the outcome you want? What is the problem you want to solve? And there is a process thinking, one by one process. In the machine, process is very important. But you are much more than the machine. You have intelligent system, will see, it will find out. Now we come to day-to-day problem. Is a very common one. The mother is there, she is having two children, one boy and a girl. And suppose she has one pastry, and she has to cut and give it to two pieces, one to the son, one to the daughter. There's a fight. I want this. I want this. Isn't so? This is a common fight. Do you know what is the solution? How you can offer, put? How she can solve the problem? Anybody who gets the answer, you can unmute. Vijay will help you to unmute and tell me how the mother can find out a creative solution so that there's no fight.
Rudrashan, you can unmute and say, yeah.
Huh?
Rudrashan.
Yes, tell me. Tell me. All are right. All your ideas are welcome.
And you can unmute and speak.
Yeah, anybody who wants, you unmute.
Maybe the mother
Lakshya.
cut the pieces into two and gave it to the two children.
No, she's cutting. From her side, she takes the care that they are equal. But the perception of the son and the daughter is different, that this is bigger. So they want that bigger one. Son says, I want to take this one. Daughter says that there's a big fight. Now you have to find out creative solution out of the box solution. Think of her. Is a perception. She tries her best to cut it into two equal parts. But small children, they think, this is bigger piece. Let me take first. Yes, come out. Anyone?
Yeah, you can speak.
Who is telling?
Rudarshan, you can unmute it.
Yeah.
So I think so there's no problem of like a bigger piece or a smaller piece. It's like there's one piece, right, between the son and the daughter.
Ah.
So the mother can simply just cut it in half, exactly half, and then it can be shared by the son and the daughter.
No, she's trying. All mothers will try na, to make it equal. Little think
Yes.
out. Go out of the box. Otherwise, you are thinking, the piece is to be cut. If you keep on thinking this will come equal, which way, all those type of things will come. You have to go out of the box. No? Anyway, I'll tell you. She gets a nice idea that she says to the boy that you decide who will cut first. Either the boy can cut first or the daughter can cut first. If daughter has cut, then the boy has the first chance to pick up. If the son has cut, then the daughter has got the first choice to pick up. How do you like this solution?
Awesome.
It's a simple thing. Now what you have to do, see, there are a lot of problems in daily life, not only technical things, not only technology. It should become part and parcel of your life. Now we come a case study. You know incubator, because we know in the creativity we have incubators. No? So we have a baby incubators. When the boy or the girl is born premature, either in 6 months or 7 months or 8 months or early 9 months, they are premature. They require an incubator. So some of the students like you took up this project. Now you have done for the tinkering, marathon competition, a lot of things. So primary research, secondary research, they collected. Okay, is this serious problem? They find out millions of babies are dying all over the world. When they were in India, what is happening in India? India is also a much more serious problem. Good. Then they said, where are these deaths taking place? Just see this very important thing. Incubators are there in the hospitals. These boys got a creative idea. Let's see, study where the deaths are coming. Then they studied. The deaths are taking place in the homes, in the villages, not in the hospital. So they went to the villages. Because empathy, you must, in the creativity, innovation, you must study their requirement, visit them, see the thing. That is one of the major things. They saw that in the villages, they are poor, they are not having things, they cannot afford. And the nearest hospital sometimes maybe 4 hours away, and very costly one. And first they found first 4 hours are very critical. And then they studied the temperature. The doctor told him temperature is the major thing. Now, what you are seeking, the baby incubator, that is costing few lakhs rupees. It is in the hospital. But the children are dying in the villages. Villagers cannot afford, they cannot go. So they came out with a solution. You see below. What is that? A wrap. They saw that the mother, they keep it like there. They got the idea by visiting them, not in the schools or there, that they are holding like this. Then the idea came, so our incubator should be like a wrap. And what is to be maintained? Temperature. They saw in the mother womb, what is the temperature? And then, so that easily you can maintain that one. So which was costing lakhs of rupees, it came less than 2000 rupees. And people can afford and it can solve. Is that a creative solution? Are you excited? The way, now the process you see. The problem was there in the beginning, they saw. Then they say, oh, where it is the death villages? So they went to the village. What is the problem? Mother, they do. They are old. They cannot afford money, so they cannot go. And many of the villages are more than 4 hours away. Going there, all problem. Then when they saw the mother old, they got that idea, creative idea. They worked, and it was simple. You have to maintain that temperature. And every one of you in your tinkering lab knows that we can use something to maintain that. And there are also raw materials what are available. Electricity is not available. So what is available there? Raw material, that also you have to see. So these are the processes what we have to do. Now we come to the school one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So just a like general reminder, last 10 to 15 minutes
Yeah,
are there
yeah.
for the
Yes.
webinar. Yeah.
Just okay. So every school, I have seen even the children are going high tech. But in a class, the benches. So in your class, say, same benches you suppose you are in 5th standard or 6th standard, same is there. How much is the difference in the height? The lowest child height and the largest, tallest one. What will be the difference approximately? Just see in your class, who is the shortest, what is approximately the height, and who is the tallest, what is the difference in that? Any idea? Just see, tell me. You need not to measure. So many times it is more than a feet also. So tallest people will, if for whom we are designing, height is very critical. No? If you are tall and sitting on a height of the bench where your sitting is less, then they will feel pain. The people who are shortest, it is there. So there is how many people know the ergonomics? Have you heard of the word ergonomics? Have you heard of the word ergonomics? Tell me. Anybody who has heard? Tell me. Ergonomics is a technique, is a system by which we study how to make the working comfortable. Like a classroom, furniture should be comfortable, lighting should be comfortable, sound should be comfortable, writing material, chalk, everything. There are a lot of opportunities for you to improve the quality of your classroom. So that project people can take into that one, identify the problems you or your family is facing, school or anywhere, select one problem, find the creative solution to that problem, design your classroom bench or anything else. This is your homework. Now we just really come to the brain. We have little discussed that it is having 100 billion neurons, 1000 docking points. If you do permutation combination, it comes to a figure which says this theoretical combination is much more than the total number of atoms in the universe. Total number of atoms in the universe. When I read that one, I was, how can it be there? My brain, how it can have more theoretical connection? But then people have calculated the number of atoms. You can Google up and see. And if you do this classification, that how much each connection will come, that is much bigger. That much power is there. We are not making use of that. And then hardly think It is not intelligent. Now the latest finding in the last 50, 60 years are 40,000 special neurons are there. And it is a field. Heart is the only organ which produces electricity. And when it produces, it has an electromagnetic field. Field means beyond your physical thing but are visible. So that is, and then you have trillions of cells. How we operate, we discuss about that one. Your computer has a networking capabilities, writes its own program, has a inbuilt automatic goal steering mechanism, a very sophisticated servo mechanism. It thinks, it has emotion, it is creative. So we must learn how to program. Here you saw that senses. I put all the senses inputs are going and cumulative things are there. They are creating program. Self-fulfilling program like love, courage, determination, cheerfulness, self-defeating based on your own experiences, cumulative experiences. So these set of programs, they process your brain and what we are today. So if you want to change, we should learn to change the programs. How do we change the program? Because we know that our own experience has created us. So if we want to change, we will have to create the experience, desired experience, which can change. That was our logic. But how do we create the desired experience? Suppose you are fearful. Fear has become your thing. You get angry. So you have to change that one. So then do imagination. Go to the dreamlike state and create. Keep on creating desired experience consciously. And you know on a tape recorder, if something you are recorded, you record anything else, the previous gets deleted, the new thing becomes. Isn't so? So this is the way you can desire dreamlike. So in our BMP, we created the methods to go to dreamlike state and see that you create that experience. We named as the synthetic experience. Now, the 7 steps are there for programming, which are the 7 steps for creativity also. That's why our BMP is a creativity toolkit being used, not only in India, but in the other countries also. First is preparation. Know your problem. Second is alignment. Get focus onto that. Focus brings the knowledge. You withdraw your attention from all other things. You are playing or whatever, get focused. Then third is the entry. Go to deeper levels of consciousness. Otherwise, if we don't go, you are getting some affirmation, but your mind says the other way. Come. You say, I am healthy, but your mind is telling you, Baba, you have this problem, you have this problem. Cut. So you go to subconscious mind. We have developed the technique to take you easily to that one. That is known as entry into that one. Once you have entered, fourth is programming. Convey, implant the goals as a seed in your deeper levels of consciousness and then nurture. The seed becoming a tree is a mystery. And then similarly, we seed our goals, whatever we want, as the goals, as the seeds in our prepared land, prepared body mind system. By going, then we nurture, we see imagination, it has already happened. So this is the way we are doing. Fifth one is surrendering. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is not giving up. It is handing over to divinity within, the creative source within. You believe that you have the creative essence there. Now you have conveyed your problem there. It will be doing churning and then aha moment may come. So that is the surrendering. Relax. All in my new ideas, they were working into that, but the idea came, that aha moment came when they were relaxed. So that is the surrendering. Then we have to come out. We have gone to a meditative state, we call the beautiful state. So slowly we have to come out of that one. That is the fifth step. Sixth step, exit. Then is the follow-up. Now you are conveyed, you will be getting messages inner, you will be doing, keep on working. The first circle is bigger, preparation is very important. Similar way, the follow-up is very important. These are the 7 steps by which you can program your computer. You can find out the creative solution to any problem. We have gone to the universities, we have gone to research labs, we taught them, and we found that people are able to find out how your human computer can help you. Think of, as you can use computer for anything, isn't so? For arts writing these ways, poem writing these ways. Now these days artificial intelligence is making some pictures. We keep on seeing. This is the real intelligence we can use for any field you can use, whether it is for studies, whether it's for a business, whether it's a startup, whether it's for creativity, whether it's for sports, anything, culture, anything, like computer, you can do it. Your human computer, now it is a tool for what and where you are today. Whatever is your mindset, behavior, knowledge, everything, to what and where you want to be. You decide. And then this BMP, body mind programming, will help you in your movement from what and where you are to what and where you want to be. Self-improvement, fulfillment of desires and goals, solving the problems, anything you can do. This is where we have spent 15 years myself and this, 1989 we started working on this. We were meeting, studying and studying. Then 2001, first paper we published there. After that one, it was, their model was ready. We tried for 14 years to see whether it works or not. After that we worked, then we published our book. Now in a nutshell, it is very easy. Real experience and vividly imagine, your brain takes as same. So we can create, and then there's the automatic goal striving. So I have drawn here, if your goal is to win the football, there by goaling, then it controls which way to hit anything. So your thing is there, that's how sports people are using into that one. This is the book we published, Create Your Own Future Through Body Mind Programming. Professor Krishna Swamiji is there. Under him, more than 24 have done PhDs there. He has published, and he is a great yogi. And you know about me. Visualization, we have done some exercises. I told you imagination is more powerful. These exercises we have done. So now you can create your own virtual creativity lab and your virtual guide. That is the homework. See how where it should be there, how should be the building, what equipment should be there, all imagination. And what is your guide? Are you excited? Will you do homework? So by programming, we can bring the changes in our things. And other is, the pain and pleasure. We say pain is not good, but I am going to tell you, pain is very useful. If you want, our brain has, wherever you associate pain, it will not do. And wherever you associate pleasure, it will do. So somebody wants to change the habit, say procrastination. So there is some pleasure they have done. That's why they don't do in time. But then if pain is their pleasure, then we make the pleasure more there, then they will do it. Now here is the case, the one boy in 12th standard, he failed very badly. Now we told him, see, if you are PU, you have failed, what will be your life? He said, if I don't clear PU, I am 10th pass, I cannot work as a laborer also. I will not get a job as a clerk also. These days clerks are also graduated nothing. My job will be horrible. So a lot of pain, isn't so? So the player, then we told him, see, whatever your system is there, we will teach you the programming. You can get whatever you want, what you would like to have. After some time he came, sir, I want to do BSc. For BSc, you have to clear your PU. From BSc, MA. Then after few sessions, he came up, sir, I want to be a professor of mathematics. He did pass his PU. He did his BSc, MSc here. He went to USA. He did MS, PhD, postdoctoral one. He became a professor there, published the books. Vijay Kumar is here in Bangalore today also. That's how we can change. When we can change a boy who has failed very badly into that one, just using pain and pleasure. So whatever you change, want to stop, introduce a lot of pain. Then if you have introduced that pain, your brain will say, no, don't do. And then increase the pleasure. If you stop that one, throw procrastination in there. You get angry there. So what is the pleasure is there? So that pleasure become more. Then your brain will do. These are the things we can do. Design your homework. I have given this questionnaire. They will share with you. You can share with them. They can put there.
Yes,
They are
sir.
very
So now I
simple
think
questions.
we have exceeded some more time, so maybe we could wrap up the session in another 5
Okay. Yeah, but
minutes.
it is over. My side
Yes,
is
I
over.
will share the questionnaire. Yeah.
Good, good. That's all. That's all. So you can contact me. Anybody wants to learn more, I can teach you online without charging anything. That is because I am inspired. I want the children to come up with that. Yeah, you can wrap up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for this eye-opening session on creative thinking and body-mind programming. I'm sure students and teachers among the audience have discovered many new things today, and they will be able to take back home many valuable inputs to help them improve their effectiveness in everything they do in daily basis. And me also, like, I got to know the power of imagination. So we could use it in our day-to-day lives or even other goals which we have in our life to first imagine it and think it as a reality and work towards it. It would give us more motivation towards it. So now we would be sharing the link of the questionnaire, the YouTube chat window and Zoom chat window. You could attempt those quiz questions that will help you to brush up the session what you had learned in the session. And at the end, I would like to again thank you, Dr. Rajkumar Dham, for taking time out of their busy schedule to conduct the webinar. And I also thank the audience for attending the webinar on creative thinking and body-mind programming. We have just completed 2 days of the 7-day summer camp. We have many more webinars to come. Our next webinar would be at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow, which would be a problem-solving session on going the solar way. As the name suggests, it is something related to do with solar energy and renewable energies and their applications and how they can be used to tackle climate change. So it's going to be a very interesting session. So do join the session and access the Zoom and YouTube joining link for those sessions from the Changemaker Summer Camp Webinar Series website. And join us again at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. By this, our webinar 4 is successfully completed. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.